What's up, everybody? It's Max over at Zima Automotive. We're here today talking about some more AC components. Today we're talking about the mother of all AC components, the air conditioning compressor. The compressor is made up of a few different parts. One would be the body of the compressor. Inside here you're going to have tiny little pistons or a wave pump depending on the type of compressor. And what that's going to do is take normal pressures, and they're going to multiply them sometimes upwards into the 300 psi range. Two sides of the AC system, like we talked about in a previous video. We got a high side and a low side. Sometimes they're known as a discharge and a suction side, because what happens in the compressor is, as it compresses, it creates a high side pressure, pushes it out of the compressor. It goes through the loop of the system, through that orifice, and then as it comes back, it turns into a suction. So those are your two sides, high side, low side, sometimes called a discharge and a suction. The other part of the compressor is the front here, a very important part called the clutch. So an AC compressor can take anywhere from 15 to 20 horsepower of your engine. So that's quite a bit. That's why a lot of times you feel the engine kind of bogged down a little bit as the AC kicks on, and that's because it's getting used to that extra power drain, and it'll actually raise the RPMs to kind of combat that. So they put a clutch on the front. As you can see, I can just take this and spin it by my hand. It takes no effort. So when the AC is not engaged, this pulley is just spinning freely. You don't even notice that it's there. When it's time for your AC to engage, the front of this is an electromagnetic clutch. The computer or whatever component is, and depending on the system, tells the compressor to come on, boom, magnetizes that clutch, sucks it into that pulley, and then you can no longer turn this by hand. You're talking to take a lot of pressure or turning force to be able to compress the contents inside. So it uses that magnetic clutch to engage that. Once the temperature gets to where the car is looking or where you have it set, it will disengage that clutch and go back to free spinning. So those are the components of your AC compressor. Not really much we can do with the internals. They don't even offer rebuild kits or anything. So when they fail inside, we normally have to replace the entire compressor. Now, they used to make kits where we could replace just the clutch when these go bad, but more and more, about 90% of the time anymore, you can't get this anymore. You have to buy the whole compressor or a remanufactured one. We don't use remanufactured ones at Zima because we have found that they just don't last. Usually within 30 to 90 days, we have to replace it again. So we only install new compressors. We highly recommend that just because the remanufactured ones never seem to hold up. So if you want a good quality part, get a nice new compressor with a good warranty, and I hope that helped, but those are your basic components of your AC compressor. Thanks.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching that video. Don't forget to click and subscribe to this channel to get more information, or click over here and watch our next video.